If democracy is going to work, if we're going to make democracy work here in America, we have to change a few things. We have to change the positioning of both of these parties. Or we can break them up. We can do a lot of things. But I'm thinking about these two parties and the polarity. The polarity of these two parties needs adjusted. And I don't know how to get there, but I can see the problem. As the Republicans being extremely far right and the Democrats being center right. That's it. Those polls have been fixed that way since I can remember. So 40 years. Okay. It's always been far right versus center right. And Bernie Sanders shows up in 2015 out of nowhere, showing us all of these policies that truly represent the center left on the world stage. Single-payer healthcare system, the concept of a living wage, and so on and so forth. So many other policies. Debt-free college. Okay, I just want to get that in there. And, and people have this visceral reaction, like, oh my God, this guy's like Stalin. Oh my God, this is it. The commies are coming. Because, once again, that window has been fixed at center right, far right. Nothing visible from an actual left-wing viewpoint has been possible for the past 40 years. Or barely possible. Barely center left. Like I said, this guy shows up, Bernie Sanders, and he's a staunch center-left candidate in the context of Democrats across the world are primarily like Bernie Sanders. Okay. So, here's the problem. How are we supposed to keep doing this center-right Democrats, far-right Republicans system when working with people who are far-right, teetering on fascism, are absolutely not worth working with? You don't meet fascists halfway with anything. Okay? All the stuff that's going on at the border, all the corruption, all the tax breaks to the mega wealthy who don't need it. These people should not be negotiated with. Democrats too, even Democrats. They're just as guilty. But the far right, tells us, oh, Bernie is a communist. This is communism, okay? This is ostensibly the second coming of Joseph Stalin, right? And he's just a centrist. Bernie's the real center-left candidate here. We need to wake up to this. This is objectivity. This is objective reality. Obama even said it himself, that he basically governed like a moderate Republican. And if you go through his policies, that's correct. That's why he said it. He wasn't even ashamed of it. So, once again, liberals have to understand they are on the right side of the political spectrum. They're just center right. Because liberals have had they've had the luxury of believing they are of an intrinsically left-wing party, position, policy, ideas, when in fact they've been playing a game that has been rigged far right to center right. and that's it. And if you're liberal and you have any progressive leanings, what you need to do now more than ever is gravitate to the most progressive candidate that you think is out there. Okay, that could be Bernie Sanders. That could be Tulsi Gabbard. That could be Andrew Yang. That could be Mike Gravel. It could be so many other people than Joe Biden, or Amy Klobuchar, or Cory Booker, or Kamala Harris, who all have center-right leanings, because the liberals are basically a center-right party. It's time to wake up that we need to move to the center-left, which is the people I just mentioned, the Bernies of the world, the Tulsis of the world, the Andrew Yangs of the world. These are the people showing us, okay, we got to move back left. Okay, we got to go center left. We're not going far left. Okay, we need to pull it back. I hope people will get this by the time we have to vote in 2020.